ఆలయం కరుణాలయం నమామి భగవత్పాదం శంకరం లోకశంకరం. We are trying to understand the state of a realized being, state of an enlightened being, right? To make you understand a little bit better what is the state of enlightened being, I'll give you an example. Okay. A child, a young small child is playing in the ground, and father shows the birds flying there in the sky. Okay. Child enjoys seeing that bird because there's a life there. So then father says, bird, it's a bird, it's a bird. Okay, it's a parrot, he says, parrot. The child doesn't understand it's a parrot. Child enjoys seeing that bird. For the child, life is a mystery. Mystery means I can't understand. It's an experience. Okay. So five times or 10 times father says it is pig, it's a parrot, it's a parrot. So after that the child remembers it's a parrot, it's a parrot. Okay. So now next time when you see the bird, the mystery is gone. There's no mystery. Okay. It's a parrot. The memory comes. So the memory interferes in our experience of life. You understand? The memory becomes a substitute for the reality. Reality is always a mystery. Reality, nothing can be known in the world. Everything is a mystery. Okay? The moment you give a name and put it in memory, you start losing touch with the reality. Okay? You start using memory as the reality. Memory becomes your reality. So next time when you see the bird, you don't see the bird. From memory it comes, it's a parrot. So immediately the experience gets cut. In experience there is non-duality. When the child sees the bird, there is non-duality because you don't know. In the mystery there is non-duality. In the knowledge there is a duality. The knowledge comes from the memory. And memory is nothing but name and form. Okay. So you understanding memory is very important part of understanding realization. So you start substituting the reality with the memory. Memory is not a reality at all. Okay. Memory is useful, but it is not reality. Memory of my house address, where I have to go, all useful, but it is not reality. For example, in your memory, something is there. I tell you, you are a donkey. Immediately, image of donkey comes into picture. The image of donkey is not real, but you start associating that with your image. Oh, I am a good woman. Okay, so a good woman has become donkey now in your memory. Now that is nothing to do with reality. So you start getting angry and agitated. All our emotions in life are because of the memory, not because of the reality. So memory we start mixing up with the reality. Okay. Memory is very useful for functioning, but it starts creating disturbance in our mind. Disturbance. That's why memory is called chitta. The entire spiritual teaching is the management of chitta. Management of memory, if you understand. Yoga starts with yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Thoughts are coming, stop from thoughts. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Okay. So Atma Dhnana, you think that finding the Atma. No. Atma Dhnana is learning how to ignore memory. That's Atma Dhnana. Getting rid of yoga. See, the yoga understands that you cannot get rid of memory. He says stop the memory, switch off the memory. Practically, yoga. Jnana says memory is there, but try to ignore it. Understand? Okay, thoughts, ignore the thoughts. That's all is jnana. Now why it becomes important? Okay. You have a map of let's say Himalayan region, a beautiful map with where the garden is, where the flowers are, a beautiful map is there. Okay. Is map the Himalayas? Map is not reality. Map is a representation of Himalayas. If you keep on going back to the map again and again, you will never have experience of Himalayas. So the map is a information, it's for memory, helpful. Memory is useful, map is useful, but map is not the reality. Okay, we have an inbuilt map in us. Map which is built into us. So instead of having a paper map or a mobile map, we have a map built into us. Okay, it's called memory. Now we know very well that map in the paper is not reality, but what we start forgetting is map in our head is not reality. We start living it as a reality. That is called illusion. That's called Maya. So Maya means Nama, Rupa, Kriya. Name, form and function. So name, form and function recorded in memory is called Maya. So that is okay, useful. The Maya starts working on you once you start that memory as real. That's all. So here, the memory has two aspects in our life. So there's a functional memory. My office, I have to go there, I have to go here. There's a functional memory. My engineering knowledge, there's a functional memory. But the more problematic knowledge for us is knowledge about yourself, self-knowledge. Who am I? My identity. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm old, I'm young. All these are self-identity is also a memory. Okay? And there is a map of world also. So then one map of the world is, world is full of cheats, criminals. All politicians are bad. Some of these memories are there in our memory. Now, the memory is useful for our functioning, but memory is not real. We start living memory of myself as me, real I. That is the illusion. Okay? And that's the biggest illusion, and that is called avidya. Memory is just the image representation for you to function. Okay? That's why mano, buddhi, ahankara, chittani naham. I am not mind, intellect, ego. Most importantly, memory, chitta. So the moment you take memory as yourself, you are in trouble. Because you start living in illusion. Memory is not you. Memory of a Himalayan mountain, a map of a Himalayan mountain is not Himalayas. That we are clear as long as paper. But memory is also a record, just like a paper record of a map, how to go in around territory. So what happens between a Dnani and Adnani? Okay, there are three people I'll take. Yogi, Dnani and Adnani. The yogi learns some techniques by which he can stop the memory thoughts coming out. That's called Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Stop the thoughts coming. So then you feel the peace because there is no self-identity. And that state is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Okay?
Is it permanent?
No. So your Jnana, okay, Jnana says Samadhi is a temporary state. It's like sleep. Nirvikalpa Samadhi also is temporary. Okay. So Jnani says Samadhi is not a solution. Maybe it's useful. Like anything in the world, Samadhi may be useful. But Samadhi is not a solution for realization. What is the solution for realization? You have to find out the difference between the real and unreal. Satya and Nitya. Memory is Mithya. And I am Satya. I means awareness. Okay. So memory, the body, mind and world is just a representation. Functional representation. None of that is real. Then, who am I? I am awareness is also a word. Okay. you are, the myself is unknowable. It's, for knowledge to happen, there is a subject-object duality is required. In I, there is no subject-object duality. There is no knowledge possible for me. Ultimately, I cannot know myself. I can be self. Because in self, there is no duality. Self is not a memory. So I want to remember this every time, all the time. Not possible. Because self is not memory. Okay? Self is what you are. So what you should stop doing is taking your memory content as you. Memory content is not you. Memory content is useful. Okay? So what happens to the Gnani is he starts understanding the mithya nature of the body, mind, world, and especially memory. Then he is no longer identified with the memory content. Okay? Whatever is there in memory is not me. He knows. It is very clear all the time. Okay? So because he is very clear all the time, memory doesn't use him. He uses the memory when it's required. So I have too many thoughts because continuously thoughts are coming from memory. Memory is using you. A Gnani sees the thoughts coming from memory and says, these are a thought, it's not real. So he ignores it. Compared to yogi who will block the thoughts, Gnani will ignore the thoughts. And once you start ignoring the thoughts, the memory content will start coming down. The reason is simple. Memory is storing of important data. Now if you say it's not important, the data will start coming down. Right? So this is what will happen in case of Gnani. So he doesn't identify with memory. Okay? When he is functioning. But he uses the memory. Somebody says, Ramana Maharshi does namaskar to Ramana Maharshi, Bhagavan, I am doing namaskar. Ramana Maharshi says, Ramana Maharshi blesses. Because he knows for functionally he is called Ramana Maharshi. The memory he uses, but he doesn't think he is Ramana Maharshi. He thinks he is Brahman, Atma. He doesn't even think Brahman, he is Atma, he is the self. He doesn't have to think. Okay, it's not a subject of thinking. Right? So this is the difference between Gnani and Adnani. Okay? Suppose I do namaskara to you. Okay? Then you think, oh, he is doing namaskara to me. Because you are identified with the body. Okay? But namaskara is not done to you. Namaskara is done to the Atma, the self. All namaskaras are not a person at all. All namaskaras are to the Atma, the self in the person. Do you know that? When you say namaskara, Atma in me and Atma in you are one. It has nothing to do with body. But when somebody does namaskara, we become very happy. We feel very good. Because we are identified with the body. So it is like a elephant. Okay? The elephant is used in a temple procession. The deity is kept on the back of the elephant. Okay? And when the elephant goes, everybody does namaskara. Elephant thinks people are doing namaskara to me. So happy. One day the elephant becomes old. It's no longer taking the procession. So another new elephant is brought. This elephant gets into depression. Nobody is doing namaskar to me. The elephant means ego. In actually the spiritual literature, the elephant is also symbol for ego. Whenever somebody does namaskar to you, your ego feels bloated. Oh, people are doing namaskar to me. Ego is nothing but memory, content of memory. Namaskara is not done to you. Namaskara is done to the Atma in you. Okay? So Gnani doesn't identify the body, Gnani doesn't identify the memory, but he will use the memory as and when properly required. So the Gnani and Adnani difference is, are you being used by the memory or are you using the memory? That's the difference. Clear?